WJBF Live Viper 6 radar, the only live radar in the CSRA scanning our skies, and it is all clear this morning. We're happy you're joining us on News Channel 6, where you get your most accurate forecast first. 47 degrees here by 8 a.m. We'll see patchy fog, overcast skies here. Rain in the forecast. We'll let you know how that could affect Border Bowl 3 just ahead.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, Republican candidate in South Carolina, Marco Rubio, is heading to the Palmetto State today. Find out when you can catch him on the campaign trail ahead.
There was nothing ever to suggest that the name T.W. Josie would ever disappear.
Plus, a name change confusion, how Augusta education leaders are clearing up a problem about a new name for an historic high school. Road rage safety, how to avoid aggressive drivers that could get violent. Good Morning Augusta starts right now.
Live from Television Park in high definition. Coverage you can count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6. Good Morning Augusta.
Top of the morning to you. I'm Renetta Dubose.
And I'm Kevin Nywood here. Good to be back with you guys in the new year. Had a nice little New Year's vacation.
That's right. Happy New Year, Kevin.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you and to all of you. Good to see you guys again. And yeah, not a bad morning here in the CSRA. Just a little bit foggy, but I mean, it's warm now, but it's going to get cold soon.
Nice otherwise. Yeah.
And you know, warm has to be a relative term because it's in the 40s, but I say that because it's going to be in the 20s next week. So I don't know if you're ready for that.
Oh, get those gloves, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be glove weather by next week here. Plus, it's been cloudy here. Check it out right now. Jiffy Lube's Skyview Network camera. This is live at Television Park, overlooking Bobby Jones Expressway, Wrightsboro Road. Traffic this morning flowing smoothly here. We're just dealing with overcast skies. Temperatures in the 40s right now, 47 degrees. Evans Town Center Park, 43 right now. The airport in Aiken. Augusta Regional Airport holding steady at 48 degrees. Elsewhere across the CSRA, mainly in the metro right now, lower to middle 40s for most of us, at least in and around the Savannah River and east. Towards the west, Thompson, Harlem, Fort Gordon, Grovetown, Appling, 48 degrees. Elsewhere across the CSRA, up to 50 in Washington, same in Allendale, but that's about as warm as it gets this morning. For Border Bowl 3 kicking off today at noon. If you're heading out to the game, we are going to see those mostly cloudy skies. Noon kickoff temperature of about 52 degrees. Notice, though, the rain chances, they're in the forecast, but it is only at 20% for noon. The shower activity will be minimal at worst between noon and 5 o'clock. It's not till later on this evening. The showers will start to ramp up. The question, though, do we have any sunshine in this forecast? We'll answer that question for you coming up in just a few minutes, Renetta.
Thanks, Kevin. Happening right now on Good Morning Augusta. The Aiken Fairgrounds is preparing for presidential candidate Marco Rubio. Originally, the Republican was going to speak in downtown Augusta, but his campaign team says it is now being held at the Western Carolina State Fair Exhibition Center. Doors open in an hour. The town hall begins at 9. The event is free, but you must register in advance. We have a crew headed there now. Republican Jeb Bush will also be in Aiken today. The presidential candidate's son, George P. Bush, will have a meet and greet to campaign for his father. It will be at the Green Boundary Club on Whiskey Road from 1 to 3. A longtime Richmond County Superior Court judge plans to step down. Augusta court leaders say Carlisle Overstreet will not seek re-election when his term expires at the end of this year. Overstreet was originally appointed to Superior Court in 1991. State Court Judge John Flythe has already announced that he will run for Overstreet's spot on Superior Court. We are following a few developing stories this morning. Another person has been arrested in connection to a murder case in Estelle, South Carolina. Jonathan Neves is accused of shooting 2 people to death during a robbery back in October. Neves is now charged with 2 counts of murder. If convicted, he could face 30 years or the death penalty. He is expected in court next week. Well, Aiken Public Safety needs your help finding a shooting suspect this morning. Officers believe Glendale McLaurin Jr. is wanted for his involvement in a shooting that happened on December 19th. They say he and one other person were involved in a shooting on Aiken on Crossland Street. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries and is said to be doing okay. If you have any information on the shooting or this man's whereabouts, please call Aiken Public Safety at the number on your screen, 803-642-7620. Investigators say a man who shot another driver last night will not be charged. Reports show Richmond County deputies responded to the intersection of Gordon Highway and Old Savannah Road around 11 Thursday night. They say a driver was driving down Gordon Highway when another driver tried to run him off the road and rammed him twice. He told deputies he feared for his life, so he fired 6 shots into the other car. The driver of the other car was wounded and taken to the hospital. The accused aggressive driver could be facing aggravated assault charges for the road rage incident. Well, what should you do in case you face a similar situation? Deputies are now telling drivers to look out for signs of road rage. If someone is driving erratically, tailgating you, honking their horn, or using obscene hand gestures, well, their next move could be something dangerous. If you notice aggressive driving, you don't want to offend the other driver while honking or do an obscene gesture yourself. Just keep your hands on the wheel.
Get out of a person's way, okay? Second thing you might want to do is look at that vehicle as it goes past you, okay? Try to get a good description of that vehicle.
Next, you want to call 911 and let dispatch know about the aggressive driver. At that point, it might be a good idea to pull over and avoid a confrontation. A man accused of killing his wife's nephew in University Hospital is still in jail this morning. Charles Gorell is charged with murdering Tim Grooms in October of 2012 during an argument involving care of Gorell's wife. Mrs. Gorell, Grooms' aunt, was in the hospital sick when her husband shot and killed her nephew. Grooms had power of attorney over her. He is charged with murder and awaiting court in Augusta. An Augusta judge ordered monthly updates on Charles Gorell on Friday because he has been sick. If his health improves, the case will go to trial. If not, it will remain continued. A committee member spoke out after a lot of confusion surrounding a name change at an historic Augusta high school. On Monday, we told you T.W. Josie could be called something else after it merges with Murphy Middle School. There is even a petition making its rounds on the internet to protect the school's name, mascot, and green and gold colors. But a committee member in charge of the merger says it is not true and the name T.W. Josie will stay.
On Monday, there was a discussion of what ifs, ands, and how, and if we had to. There was nothing ever to suggest that the name T.W. Josie would ever disappear.
The Murphy-Josie merger is a part of right-sizing for Richmond County schools. It is expected to happen next school year. That merger will happen all at once instead of by grade level each year as originally planned. Butler High and Seagull Middle School are also set to merge in 2019. A new radio system for Columbia County Fire Rescue is expected to save taxpayers lots of money. Firefighters say the new radios are a lot better than the old ones, which lacked coverage in parts of the county. And the fire chief says they're going to be invaluable in large-scale disasters like the 2014 ice storm or last year's Marshall Square fire. Communication is also a big part of how fire departments are graded and could help the department earn a better rating.
If we reduce the ISO rating, then it saves the homeowners and the property tax people money on their insurance rate.
County leaders hope all county departments will be upgraded to the new radios soon. That would also allow county workers to communicate with workers in other counties. Looking ahead to what's happening today, if you still haven't kicked your Christmas tree to the curb, shame on you, but you're in luck. Georgia Power is hosting its annual Bring One for the Chipper event at the Home Depot in Evans today. It is from 9 until 1. The company is recycling live Christmas trees and using the wood for mulch and other projects across Augusta. Instead of throwing it away, you can put it to some good use. The regional robotics competition is happening in Aiken today. It starts at 8 this morning at Chucker Creek Elementary. 12 teams from surrounding areas will go toe-to-toe to see whose robot is the best. It is free and open to the public. Some Augusta teens are taking a vow of abstinence today. The Augusta Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is hosting the ceremony. It is from 1 until 3 at Christian City of Praise on Halton Road. Teens will promise not to have sex until marriage during the ring presentation. Well, Powerball and pandemonium. Many people are racing to the stores to buy a winning ticket as the jackpot continues to grow. Find out just how rich that lofty prize would make you straight ahead. First, though, let's check in with Kevin.
I got lotto tickets. I'm ready for $800 million. It'll never happen. But anyways, showers for their Border Bowl 3. Will that happen or not? That'll top today's weather headlines. Plus, the sun will eventually come out tomorrow. But frigid temperatures in our forecast. We'll let you know just how cold when Good Morning Augusta returns.